The Times now takes us to Scotland, where a man wasn't allowed to give blood. But not because it contained heroin, because authorities think that he might be pregnant, Roger.
This is Dr. Stephen McAndrew, 41, who booked an appointment at a blood donation centre in Ayr on April the 11th and was turned away because he refused to tick the box, saying that he was not and had not recently been pregnant. And as a matter of principle, he refused to do that because apparently the NHS in Scotland specifically now ask everyone who wants to give blood if they are pregnant or have recently been pregnant.
Even if you're a 74-year-old man?
Even if you were born male or have not at any point toyed with the idea of transitioning and present yourself visibly as a male. And the good doctor says, I can understand those who have suggested just tick the box to enable a donation. However, it is the principle of the matter, he said. To say it is bonkers is an understatement. I have a nagging feeling that it is political correctness gone too far, trying to placate and pacify the gender brigade. Clearly, he kind of lost his rag a bit, didn't he, in that final sentence, but we've all done that, you can understand. And I think he makes a valid point. It's a fundamental problem in the NHS and society that common sense has been lost, obliterated, because, of course, whoever was in charge should have ticked the box for him and said, clearly, this is not an issue. Yeah. Clearly, you are not at risk, which is the whole point of the question. Clearly, you are not a female, have not been pregnant, and therefore should be allowed to give blood. It's just a lack of common sense.
Nick, do you think that this was a hill he should have died on, or rather allowed other people to die without getting his blood?
I do think it is, actually, because you're sort of forced to pledge allegiance to the ideology, whatever you want to call it, wokeness, the prevailing ideology. Yeah. And he's saying 2 + 2 = 5, and that's very important that we don't give in to that. And I think this guy's a hero for taking a stand against this. Everyone needs to do this, and it's the only way it changes. And you notice they did change it, not to something amazing, but they changed it to, are you pregnant or have you been pregnant? If not applicable, please tick no. So they kind of did a workaround.
It's a fudge.
It's a fudge. It'd be better if none of this happened, but I think he is a sort of hero for taking... Everyone has to take a stand. Where they see that something is plainly false and just goes against truth and basic fundamental truths we all know, they have to do something, otherwise it just gets out of control, as it already had. The only thing is, when he says it's political correctness gone too far, it's actually way worse. It's a pervasive mind virus that could end the whole West, but he's on the right lines.
Yeah. And of course, if we didn't have this tick box and a trans man who is pregnant walked into the clinic to give blood, they could be told, no, you can't, you're pregnant. It's not. I mean, it's something that's catering for an infinitesimally small chance.
Exactly. If that has ever happened, I would be amazed, but the statistical possibility is so tiny that it's not really worth consideration.